Hi everybody. Well, charting in Excel is not always all that intuitive to people, particularly those who are first starting out using Excel. So I'm going to give you a nice quick tip and get you on your way to becoming ultimately an Excel expert. So what I've got here is some data. I have portfolio returns from the Suffolk Wilcox Fund. This is a student managed investment fund by the students of Suffolk University in Boston. And the S&P 400 is the students benchmark. It's a mid-cap benchmark. So the students have been managing this fund since May of 2014. They've done a nice job. They've actually slightly outperformed the benchmark since inception. Over here, I've got how much this $100 investment in the Suffolk Wilcox Fund would have grown to had you invested $100 in April of 2014 and let that grow over time, as well comparing that to the benchmark, the S&P 400. And so I've got data that goes down all the way through March of 2022. So how am I going to plot this? Well, what I want you to remember, the only thing you really have to remember is these two keys, Alt F1. You're going to highlight the data, and then on your keyboard, Alt is kind of at the lower end of your keyboard and F1 is usually at the top of your keyboard. You're going to hit those two keys, hold them down simultaneously, and your chart is going to happen for you. So watch this. So I need to highlight the data. So I hit Shift, scroll to the right, and Control Shift down arrow, and that highlights all the data. And now all I'm going to do is hit that Alt key and F1. And voila, a chart pops up. Now, you're sitting there looking at this chart going, well, that's not the kind of chart I want. I want a line chart. Well, that's no problem. So now you've got the chart already made. What you do is you go in here and you change the chart type. And let's say I want the line chart. So let's just choose that line chart. Hit OK. And already you've got a nice looking chart. You've got a legend down here. Yeah, you don't have a title yet. Okay, so you can go in here and type a title, fund performance, whatever. Put something in there. And you're on your way. You can make it bigger, smaller from that point. So it's a real nice, easy tip. Let's say you wanted to do something over here instead, and now you wanted to chart a scatter plot of the daily returns, of the monthly returns. So again, I'm going to highlight all this data. I'm not going to highlight the dates on this one because for a scatter plot you don't need a date. And so, but I am going to hit Alt F1 again. And so now it gives me a really strange looking chart. And so I'm going to change that chart type to a scatter plot, like this. And I'm going to choose that one. And if I look at that, these are the S&P 400 returns. These are the Wilcox returns. So this shows you the relationship between the Wilcox fund and the S&P 400. And I could even chart a line through here if I wanted to look at the slope. And that slope would be your beta coefficient for those of you who are following finance. That's the sensitivity of your fund to the S&P 400. So that's a nice chart as well. Those are two charts that you can do real quick in Excel. And like I said, once you get started, you can start modifying those charts and you'll be on your way. So thanks everybody for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel because over time I make lots of videos to make finance fun for students. Thank you.